Hey there, channel. So this is another cook which we have just prepared in the kitchen. We're going to get the ziggy right at a full heat. I want to get it up to 250 like what I did with the pork, and then I'm going to back the burners off, get it around 200, then set it steady at 180, and then I'm going to throw the bacon in there. So we're going to cook this the same way as we've been doing a few other cooks recently, because I'm finding this raised heat is cooking really well. And won't be doing any flame it ups on these because, yeah, it's just not worth it. Alright, and then the next scene, when it's nice and hot, you'll see that sitting on there. Snap! Righto, so ziggy is sitting at about 265 degrees. So what we're going to do right here, middle burner off, outer burners down. Oh, I got a little bit of oil. Oh, okay. And we are going to sit the dish. Sit the dish on there. Okay, so hopefully this stays on. And I wasn't going to do this tonight, but we've got to get a little bit of heat under there. Let's flame it up, motherfucker. Lovely. Alright, now we're going to leave that on there for approximately an hour, and I'm just going to have to keep selecting the heat, or adjusting heat, sorry. So roughly about an hour. As half of this is already pre-cooked, it shouldn't take too long, but I want to cook around about the 180 to 160, so roughly an hour. Then I'm going to let it settle, and then I'll show you what it looks like underneath. Hopefully the parmesan doesn't get stuck to the tin foil, but we'll see how we go. Yum yum. Hey there, channel. So tonight we are going to be making broccoli and cauliflower cheese bake with bacon, cheese and parmesan cheese and cheese sauce. So what I'm going to be using is the broccoli, the broccoli, the cauliflower. I'm going to make up some cheese sauce, and I'm going to sprinkle parmesan and mozzarella on top, and we're going to put the bacon with the broccoli and the cauliflower. First things first, we're going to have to wash these and cut this up. Okay, give these a nice bit of a rinse. Wash any bugs off that may have got in there when they've packed it up. These a nice bit of a wash. Now you won't see me cutting these up because I'm having to use the phone for this, and I haven't got the tripod out, so I'm going to wash all this up and then I'm going to put it into the pot, and I'm going to boil it, but we're only going to half cook these because it's going to be baked on the ziggy. See how they look when they're sitting in the pan. Okay, now we've got some beautiful cut up broccoli and cauliflower. So what we're going to do, I'm going to fill this up with some water, and I'm going to put this on the boil. Just get this all submerged. Then we'll fire up the the stovetop, and we'll let them on the boil. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this too hot. So I'll do that probably just over mid. I'm going to leave these on the boil. Just leave them to boil just enough so they're not too hard, not too soft, but so they are cooked. Then next step, you're going to see these sitting in the pan. In the baking tray. Then we're going to put the sauce on and put the bacon in. And yeah, it'll be a nice mix. I've actually got to cut the bacon next, sorry. Let's go see how the bacon looks. With this one, we're going to be using the shortcut bacon. We've got not much gristle on there. You probably really wouldn't want a lot of gristle on there because this is sort of more going to hook. It's going to more cook like a ham. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut these just into slices. I'll show you how they look. Next step, boom. Okay, so the bacon's cut up. It's more diced, so I can put it in between the broccoli and cauliflower. While the cauliflower is cooking, and while I'm waiting, I'm gonna put the kettle on the boil. Now, a lot of people probably say, why don't you make your own cheese sauce for this? Yeah, I prefer the taste of this certain cheese sauce. So I'm going to use the gravox one. As you're seeing, there's going to be a lot of broccoli and cauliflower there, so I've bought like 6 packs, and it's like, how big it is? It's like 29 grams per pack. I'm going to put 4 in there and just whisk it up and just see how it looks. So while I'm doing this, yeah, I'll show you how they look. I'll show you how it looks when we're mixing it up. We've actually got 5 packets in that, and that is going to make an absolute shit ton of cheese sauce, which I want the cheese sauce nice and thick, so hopefully this jug should be pretty much filled up. I really like this cheese sauce. It's really nice and yum. Let the fun begin. I think I'm going to be stirring this for a while. As you can see, it's quite thick. I've just probably put about quarter of a cup of water in there. It's going to require a lot more water. See how it looks when it's all stirred up. Alright, well, had a little bit of a failure here, but it's going to work out. I'll just give it a taste with a spoon. So, we've got over half a litre of cheese sauce made here. Now, it is quite thick because it's hard to stir in this, but it shouldn't really matter what I cook it with the broccoli and the cauliflower. But, yeah, there's quite a lot there. But, I'll show you the next step. When the broccoli is cooked and the cauliflower is cooked, we'll be putting the bacon in there, mixing the cheese with it all, putting cheese on top. Then we'll be putting, cheese sauce. Then we're putting cheese on top, parmesan and chives. And it's going to look exactly like this. Okay, let the fun begin. Right, we're going to add some bacon. All through it. Add this bacon in. I don't know why I've added bacon. I just think it's just going to be an extra bit of flavour for it. Something different. Now, cheese sauce, when I put that in, I won't be able to show that because I've got to mix it. But I'll show you how it does look. Okay, it's not quite the way that I visualised it, but yeah, it should work it out. So that's all the cheese sauce all mixed in. Now we're going to sprinkle some cheese on top. See? Don't think I'm going to use that cheese. Nope, my bad. Because cheese wasn't in the best condition. Okay, so we are going to use parmesan cheese on top. So, take a handful of parmesan. Parmesan straight over top. So we're going to get all the other little other cheese in there. That's right. Okay. Next steps. Chives. Chives all over it. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to wrap this up, and yeah, we'll bake it in the ziggy when it's ready. Sweet. Alright, so ziggy is sitting at about 170. Now we've had this on for roughly an hour, maybe just over. And I'm going to try and unpeel this and have a look to see how this bake looks. From what I can see so far, it doesn't look too bad. Oh yes, beautiful. That's looking very nice. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to let that bake for a little bit longer. Can't take those tin foil off. Right, I'm going to let it bake for a little bit longer. I'm going to give that about another 20 minutes. Around about the 160 mark, then I'll take that off. In the next scene, you will see it nice and golden. Snap. Okay, so a funny thing happened here. I was wondering when I had a look at the barbecue why the heat was so low. We actually just run out of gas, so the gas bottle is empty, and it is actually cooked perfectly fine. So this is the broccoli and cauliflower bake. I haven't got a knife or whatever to stab in there, but as you'll see in the video, everything is pre-cooked, and this actually has come up. This looks quite beautiful. So anyway, I'm going to just let that cool down, and then I'll have a bit of an eat later. So please like and subscribe for more epic cooking, and I'll see you all again in the next one. Peace.